Hey, we're back doing our Catholic videos, talking about the new St. Joseph Baltimore Catechism, brought to you by Life Preserver Jesus, who says, I am the way, the truth, and the life, which in reality, though, they don't think Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. They got Mary doing that, and all the saints, and everybody but Jesus, and you do your own works. And now we're talking about Lesson 14, the resurrection and life everlasting. Did you know that everybody, according to the Catholics, is judged twice? The first time, it says, quote, the judgment which will be passed on each one of us immediately after death is called the particular judgment.
Particular?
Particular, yeah. I've never seen that in the Bible, but that's what they say, that you first get judged particularly once you die. And then afterward, there's going to be a general judgment. And it says the general judgment is not really a new trial, but a judgment that is a public declaration and manifestation of the sentences or rewards already given or made in the particular judgment. So basically, when you die, you go to wherever you're going to go, and there is a particular judgment given to you. But it's all in secret. And then, once you have the end of time, God just makes a public declaration to everybody of what your particular judgment is. So maybe that's so you have time to go to purgatory and pay for your sins, which is the next thing we're going to talk about. Purgatory is God's hospital. You can even see the person here. See them? They're in a hospital bed. Hospital bed, a fire there that's keeping them from heaven. They got to go to hospital.
Oh, no.
It says, Purgatory is God's hospital for souls where those who do not love God enough to enter heaven are cured by fire. So, yeah, I didn't love God enough, but if God punishes me with torment and fire to where I'm in so much pain that I can't stand it, well, then I'm really going to love God now. Oh, I love you, God. Thanks for the fire.
That's like when your parent would make you either get a switch or pull their belt off their pants, and they go to whooping you, and the first thing they say is, this hurts me more than it hurts you. Oh, really?
And so after you got whooped, probably the first thing you did is gave your mom a big old hug and says,
Thank you for busting my butt. I appreciate that.
I really see the love you have for me in this.
Oh my gosh.
So how much love is enough to enter heaven? I'm glad you asked that, because this book tells you. Only those who love God perfectly can enter heaven. Love Him perfectly? So I don't think anybody's going to heaven then. Because I could tell you, I don't love God perfectly. I love myself a good bit at least. I may be a good Christian compared to most, but I still love myself a little bit. I don't think I love God perfectly.
Well, if you were that perfect, then you wouldn't need Jesus.
Yeah. God commendeth His love toward us, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8 doesn't say, God commendeth His love toward us, and that while we were sinners, God sent us to purgatory so we would love God enough. It doesn't say that.
Good God.
But it says the way basically God sends you a whole bunch of suffering on the earth so that you'll learn to love God perfectly. And if you don't learn that, then you got to go to purgatory and learn it. Because it says in the book here, God sends everyone all the sufferings they need on earth to cleanse, strengthen, and perfect their love. But if you don't do that, if you don't accept God's love through all the sufferings, then they must go to purgatory, where they will have to suffer much more intensely than they would have if they had accepted the sufferings on earth. Their love is purified in purgatory, but it does not grow, whereas the sufferings of earth which we accept from God not only purify our love, but make it grow. So I just don't understand that. So if I'm on earth and I get sufferings, I won't get as much sufferings on earth as I would in purgatory, but my love for God will be made perfect and it will grow. But if I refuse to accept the sufferings and allow God's love to make me perfect, then what I do is I have to go to purgatory where I suffer much, much more, but my love for God will never grow, but somehow it'll be made perfect through the sufferings. So I have some perfect 10 milligrams of love instead of the perfect and great 100 milligrams of love, I guess is what it is. I don't know. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Ugh.
So there you go with Purgatory is God's hospital.